If I can tell you one thing about this game, Shelton Gibson, you are a player. Still stinks. Everybody, how you doing? King Ding back here. So the Eagles fall to the New England Patriots 37-20 in the preseason. Week 2 of the preseason. It's not a big deal that the Eagles lost this game. I know there are a lot of people panicking, thinking we look like crap. But look, it was only the preseason. Am I worried about Nick Foles and the way he played? Because he was sloppy, he missed some passes. No, I'm not. I mean, I actually think the offensive line was more of the problem. I think they allowed like 3 or 4, maybe 5 sacks. I don't know how many, but there was a lot of sacks on Nick Foles. He took a lot of shots, especially the strip sack where he hurt his shoulder. Now, that could have been much worse. That was what I worried about the most, was when Foles got hurt, but it looks like it wasn't too serious, so that's good. Look, the score preseason doesn't matter. The Eagles aren't going to show you anything. They're going to play vanilla offense, and that's just the way it is. And even though I think New England probably was pretty vanilla too, it is just the way it is. That offensive line for me was not that great. I thought they stunk, to be honest with you. I thought the offensive line was not good tonight. And then Foles missed some throws. He was getting pressured a lot. It's going to happen. I know Nick Foles, when it counts, when it matters, I know what Nick Foles is. I'm not worried about it. But I will go ahead and I will go back and watch this game. And like I did last week, I'll put another video out either tomorrow or Saturday morning, you know, going over this game in more detail of what I liked, what I didn't like. But from just watching the game and not going back over it, I can tell you some things that I really liked. The first and the foremost is Shelton Gibson. Shelton Gibson, to me, he was one of the best guys last week. I had him as the second best player last week for the Eagles. Goddard was first. And this week, he is my number one star for the Eagles. I think Shelton Gibson's a player. I think he's a player. I think he adds an element that we didn't see last year from this team when we lost Foles, and we didn't really get from Torrey Smith that dynamic player. I think he has that. I think he could be a big game player. I like Shelton Gibson a lot. So I thought he was great tonight. He was great last week. I thought Dallas Goedert was good again. He a couple balls in the end zone I thought he could have fought and muscled for, but I like Dallas Goedert. He looks very good. I thought that Nate Sudfeld was pretty good. I think he threw 3 touchdowns. I think he threw for over 300 yards. I thought Nate Sudfeld did a pretty good job. I think he did a really good job. He's a little more mobile than Foles, so he was able to get out of certain situations. But I like Nate Sudfeld. Now, at the running back situation, I like the Jai. I think he looks quicker and thinner. I think he's going to be fine. But we had no Darnell Pumphrey. We had no Josh Adams. We had no Corey Clement. We had Wendell Smallwood, who stinks. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be honest with you. I can't do the Smallwood thing anymore. He's just not that good. He can't run inside. I'm just done with him. I can't help it. And then, you know, Matt Jones, he can't catch. He looks really slow. And I was saying this in the live stream that Josh Adams actually improved his chances to make this roster by not playing. He's one of the stars and he didn't even play because those other guys stink. So Josh Adams, I think he's improved his stock at the running back position for that 4th running back spot. And then Mike Wallace looks so fast. He looks really fast. Like, he looks a step or 2 faster than Torrey Smith, and Torrey Smith is pretty fast. Mike Wallace is going to be a big upgrade this year. Now, Foles missed him on a couple passes, but I don't care. I didn't need to see it. I like to see the speed and the separation that I saw from Mike Wallace. I was very happy about that. And, you know, that was pretty much that I can think of right now on the offensive side of the ball. Now, when we go on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to talk about Sidney Jones. I want to talk about Sidney Jones because I thought overall, he did okay. Now, the Corey Patterson touchdown where he made the move and he missed the tackle, that was bad. That was real bad. But he made a great play where he came up and tackled the running back behind the line of scrimmage. And he was covering guys for the most part that I saw. I need to go back and look at Devontae Ballsby. I didn't study him enough to give you a good idea of what I thought of him. So I'm going to go back. I want to go back and look at him. I thought Jeremy Reeves looked pretty good. I like the way he hits. He's a big hitter, man. I like the way he hits. I'm looking forward to going back and watching Jeremy Reeves very closely because he had a couple nice hits that got my attention. Now, a couple other guys that I thought were really good for the Eagles today was Jordan Hicks. I thought he was fantastic. I thought he was everywhere. He looks in midseason form. Jordan Hicks back is big. And I thought Bradham played pretty good. But I will say this. The star for me on defense, for me personally, was Ronald Darby. I thought Ronald Darby had a great game. He had really nice coverage, a couple deep balls. I thought Ronald Darby did a really good job. And it does pause me and say, hey, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't give up this guy right now because he did miss a lot of time last year. And he looks like with a whole offseason, you know, in the system, he looked pretty good. So Ronald Darby, to me, I was very impressed with. But I'm definitely going to go back, rewatch this stuff, and then I will definitely do a more detailed video of who I like, who I don't like, who is so-so, and where I think things stand. But I want to thank everybody who watched and was with me during the live stream. Thank you for all the super chats. You guys are the best. It was so much fun. I appreciate it. And with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Take care. Talk to you later. And, hey, don't be a dingbat. Don't worry about the game. Don't worry. It's only preseason. No problem. No nothing. We're going to be fine. With that, take care. Talk to you later. And again, don't be a dingbat.